Governors scheming to remove the chairman, caretaker, and extraordinary convention committee of the All Progressive Congress APC, Governor Buni, failed in their attempt as the president, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, put his foot down on Wednesday, insisting that he should be allowed to continue as the chairman of the party. Buni also cancelled the meeting of the National Executive Committee, which had been called by the acting chairman of the CECPC, Abubakar Bello, who is also the governor of Niger State. Some governors, including Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State and Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, had openly backed attempts to sack Buni, while a few others, like Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, continued to defend the Yobe State Governor. Last week, El-Rufai had claimed that the president had sanctioned Buni's removal and the appointment of Bello as the new chairman of the APC Caretaker Committee. The Kaduna State Governor specifically claimed that Buni had colluded with some fifth columnists in the party to secure a court order to thwart the planned convention. Akeredolu had also lambasted Buni, describing the governors supporting him as fraudsters. Bello subsequently wrote a letter to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, informing it of the plan to hold a NEC meeting, ostensibly to remove both Buni and Senator John Akpan Nudodehe, who is the secretary of the CECPC. But INEC responded that Bello had no powers to write such a letter. The commission further stated that any meeting involving leadership change would require a 21-day notice. This effectively threw a spanner in the works. However, the governors remained adamant, insisting that a NEC meeting would hold today, Thursday, without revealing the agenda of the meeting. But in a bid to ensure that he is not removed, Buni, who had been away on medical leave in Dubai for the past 2 weeks, visited the president in London on Thursday. Buni was said to have explained his side of the story to Buhari, who agreed with him, but maintained that the March 26 National Convention must hold. Armed with the president's support, the CECPC chairman, Iwozland, immediately jumped on a flight back to Nigeria. In a letter personally signed by Buhari, which was obtained by the Punch on Thursday, the president warned that any attempt to change the current leadership could spell doom for the party. The president also sent communication to the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of the Department of State Services, the Secretary to the State Government of the Federation, and the Chairman, Progressive Governors Forum, Atiku Bangudu, to ensure strict compliance. Also copied was the acting chairman of the CECPC, Bello. Buhari specifically warned that further controversies could lead to the APC being unable to participate in the 2023 elections. The letter reads in part, "It has now come to my attention that because of recent events, the APC is faced with a multiplicity of court cases pending against it in various courts across the country. As a result of this, the party faces the possibility and prospect of the invalidation of all its activities and actions by INEC. Furthermore, the party has demonstrated its inability to proceed with the issue of effecting change in the leadership of its CECPC in a way that is inclusive, legal, and respective of the time limits set and required for giving INEC sufficient notice of the time and venue for holding its convention. No doubt, these controversies and uncertainties are enumerated above pose a real threat to the party and may lead to a possible non-recognition of its activities, elections, and the probable invalidation of all its other actions by INEC. This may ultimately even lead to its implosion and non-existence." Buhari said, having failed to remove Buni and since INEC had made its position clear, the best thing to do was to maintain the status quo. The latter added, the issue of leadership of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Committee should immediately return to the status quo. All members of the Governors Forum and their followers should desist from any behavior or utterance that would likely lead to disunity in the ranks of the party and ultimately jeopardize the transition to the convention. The Buni-led Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Committee should accordingly be allowed to proceed with all necessary preparations to hold the convention as planned, unfailingly on March 26, 2022. Following the president's letter, the secretary to the CECPC, Akpanudo Dehe, issued a statement announcing the outright cancellation of the NEC. The statement, titled "Purported APC NEC Meeting Cancelled," read in part, "As directed by the national chairman of the CECPC and governor of Yobe State, Mai Mala Buni, a purported emergency meeting of the party's NEC slated for Thursday, March is hereby cancelled. Buhari's intervention brings to an end the planned coup against Buni, who has been running the affairs of the APC since June 2020. It was June 2020, June 25th to be precise, that President Muhammadu Buhari appointed the governor of Yobe State as the caretaker committee after the ousting of Adams Oshomole and his National Working Committee. No one ever thought that it would take this long for a new national chairman to emerge. Even PDP, that had their own share of crisis, and Uche Secondus was ousted. It didn't take that long. But the National Convention for the APC has been moved about 4 times now. And speculations are going around that there's a possibility that the one for the 26th, the one slated for March 26th, will not hold. As a result, it has led to issues and even to the alleged removal of Buni. The Yobe State governor has been away from the country. He went on medical trip. While all these were going on, the acting chairman, Bello, who is also the governor of Niger State, he has been acting in on behalf of the Yobe State governor. But at the same time, another mission was in there that Buni has been removed. So it was all a mess, honestly, because even some governors within the party, Kaduna State Governor, the likes of Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo State, they were all against Mai Mala Buni. I believe their frustration is how long it has taken Mai Mala Buni to organize the convention. You know, the task given to him when he was appointed by President Muhammad Buhari in June 25, 2020 was to end all litigations and also conduct the convention. At the end of that 2020, by December 2020, the excuses he gave was that because of the 2 by-elections, the Edo State and the Ondo State governorship election, that was the excuse he gave, that the convention could not hold. But now, how many months have passed? We'll see how 26th of March goes. But Buhari has given his support once again to Buni, and it looks like El-Rufai and other APC governors that are against him, they've all lost out. Anyway, we'll see how all of this plays out. But leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned. And please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.